Ukraine's battlefield expertise in drone warfare is now expanding far beyond its war with Russia. President Volodymyr Zelensky has revealed that Ukrainian specialists have been deployed to the Middle East to help countries counter Iranian drone attacks. Teams from Kiev have reportedly traveled to Qatar, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, and even a U.S. military base in Jordan to demonstrate anti-drone defense technology developed during Ukraine's 4-year war with Russia. What started as a survival strategy against Russia's Shahed drone barrages is now turning into Ukraine's newest strategic export, anti-drone warfare expertise.
This is not about being involved in operations. We are not at war with Iran. What we are doing is sharing our experience in countering Shahed drones and other aerial threats. Countries in the region asked for our expertise because Ukraine has faced these attacks for years and has developed effective ways to intercept them.
But Kiev's assistance comes with a clear expectation of returns. Zelensky has made it clear that Ukraine wants financial support and technological cooperation in exchange for its drone defense expertise. Ukrainian teams have been providing assessments, demonstrations, and tactical insights on intercepting Iranian-style drones. Kyiv is also pushing for long-term defense agreements with partners, with Zelensky revealing that he had proposed a massive drone cooperation deal with the United States worth between $35 and $50 billion.
For us today, both the technology and the funding are important. We are sharing our expertise and showing how these defense systems work, but we also expect partnerships that will strengthen Ukraine. We proposed a major agreement worth between $35 and $50 billion that could support our defense capabilities.
However, Ukraine's growing involvement in countering Iranian drones is already triggering a strong reaction from Tehran. An Iranian lawmaker has warned that by helping countries targeted by Iran, Ukraine has effectively entered the conflict. The statement raises the risk that Ukraine could now face retaliation from a country that has been one of Russia's closest military partners since the invasion began.
By providing drone support to Israel and helping countries targeted by Iran, Ukraine has effectively become involved in this war. When a country participates in supporting our enemies, it must understand that it becomes a legitimate target.
The Ukrainian leader also warned that the Middle East conflict could indirectly strengthen Russia's war effort. Zelensky claims the crisis is already boosting Moscow's financial position, despite the heavy sanctions imposed by the United States and the European Union. According to Ukrainian intelligence cited by Zelensky, the regional conflict has created new economic opportunities for Russia.
Our intelligence reports that because of sanctions and our strikes on Russian energy infrastructure, Russia faced a deficit of more than $100 billion. But now we see that they have earned about $10 billion in just 2 weeks of war in the Middle East.
As of now, Iran has escalated its response to Ukraine's outreach in the Middle East. Tehran has accused President Zelensky of attempting to draw other nations deeper into the Ukraine conflict through his expanding military cooperation.
We regret the suffering of the Ukrainian people under a leader who, for the past 4 years, has driven his country, with which we hold no differences, toward an inevitable war and who persistently continues on this path. Having failed to accomplish the objectives imposed on him by external parties, he now, regrettably, seeks to drag other nations in each instance. From the outset, we have maintained that we have no role or interference in the Ukrainian conflict, yet they persist in repeating allegations that Iran was a party to it. Now they are exacerbating the situation. Ukraine's predicament and the quagmire into which he has driven the Ukrainian people will not be resolved through such methods. This attempt to meddle in other conflicts amounts to complicity and collaboration with those aggressing against Iran, which will render this government internationally accountable, something the Iranian people will never forgive.
What began as separate wars is now slowly converging into a wider strategic confrontation, linking the battlefields of Eastern Europe and the Middle East. With Ukraine exporting its drone defense expertise and Western allies reinforcing regional security, the conflict is drawing new players into the equation and indirectly strengthening President Donald Trump's military campaign against Iran.